What's up and good rainy evening, everybody. Welcome back to another video. As you can see, the great state of California is underwater right now. But don't worry, me and Gunner, I don't know if you can see on the back, we're staying dry. We're gonna survive. We're gonna survive the great storm of 2019. But in order to do so, I think we need to make some modifications to the old OBS here. So let's just go do that right now. Now, obviously, if we're gonna be doing any OBS work, we gotta have the OBS expert, Zach, who, wait, his truck is right over there. I think he's inside the warehouse already. And we've got some goodies right here in this box that I'm very excited to show you guys. Oh!
What's up, buddy?
Somebody got a Christmas gift.
Right?
Look at that, dude.
It even smells like fuel already.
Jeez, I'm surprised it's clean. Did you already worked in it for one day?
I just put gas on it.
Oh, nice. So, as you guys know, the other day I drove Zach's truck, and I mean, aside from the front end being like crazy and sketchy, it kind of put my truck to shame.
Truck's crazy sketchy.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of this. There's two types of OBS worlds, or three types. I feel like one is the like stock, never touch it. Two is the like spend a lot more money than you should on an old truck and do it right. And then three is like, man, I got this garage full of parts. Let me just put some stuff together.
Where you find a really good deal on Craigslist and then you end up with my truck.
Yeah. But regardless of the sketchy front end, power-wise, his truck just like poops all over mine. And I didn't think they had it in them. So after driving Zach's truck, I'm like, man, I'm sick of this OBS being a dog. Like when we cut the exhaust off, it like woke the thing up a lot more than it was previously. And then you drive it for like another month and you're like, man, this thing still sucks. Going up hills, it's like literally you're just mashing your foot into the floor and you're still barely going. You hope it downshifts.
And then we put it on 35s. And
yeah, I don't think we helped it by what we did to it. But the good thing is, we've got something here to wake her up a little bit. Hopefully.
It's about time.
It is definitely about time. I've been holding off on this. Now let me just say, I wanted to keep the OBS engine-wise stock as long as I could because I just wanted it to be old trusty. It was kind of slated. It was going to be my old beater work truck, but I didn't want to ever put money into it. Now I figure at this point,
well, that's just...
Yeah. Now we're still on the lookout for another OBS to be the new work truck because this one's not a work truck anymore. So hey, let's put money into it. After driving Zach's truck with the PHP Hydra, the great folks from Power Hungry Performance actually reached out to me. I think they had saw I drove Zach's truck with their tuner in there, and they were generous enough to not only send me a super sweet Power Hungry Performance sweatshirt and a super sweet Power Hungry Performance t-shirt. And apparently there's a monsoon going on outside.
Dude, you're making angels cry right now.
But they also sent me, dude, they sent me all kinds of goodies. Look at this, dude. What? We even got some super sweet riding pads. This is killer.
For being awesome.
Right? I like this. Hey, you guys might be getting some of your work for it orders with the thank you for being awesome Power Hungry Performance notepads there. We got some koozies. We got some decals. Look at that, dude. Let's just keep going. We got some stickers.
You got the in-dash plug.
I got the in-dash plug?
Zip tie mine up.
Most important piece right here is the actual tuner itself and the little controller, little booga booga.
Yeah, it's not a bad package.
Truck will not start until programmed. So one of the main reasons Zach is here is because, well, thankfully he just did this to his truck, so he understands a lot more what's going on than I do. But the cool thing about the Hydra is it is what, a 14 selectable tune, 13?
I think 17. So there's a bypass, a no start, and then I'm pretty sure 15 programmable slots.
And then they have like a database, right? That you can just go pull.
So they have like their CAN tunes, which is all I'm running, and it's basically your your hex code, and it tells you basically it's a California truck, split injectors. And that's kind of it. So they have everywhere from a 25 horse tow tune all the way up to 100 horse performance.
So basically you can go in and like pull out of the library what you want and then load them onto this booger.
They support every custom tuner for 7.3. So if you put a tranny in it or do single shot injectors or do a dual H pop setup or something like that, you can go in and have it tuned. So it's not, you know, having to send it back out and have somebody reburn your chip. They just send you it. You know, it's like what your tuner is for the Denali. So it's kind of like modern day tuning abilities in older trucks versus like the old days where it's literally like the actual chip in the computer, right? Well, this is like, yeah, back in the day, you'd have to desolder or you pull it out of a chip socket. This is actually, it's a piggyback chip, but it's tunable. Put this in the truck, you roll out there with your laptop, plug it in, and you can change your tune.
So I don't have a laptop here today, Zach.
You have a PC?
I do have a PC.
perfect.
All right, perfect.
We'll do it before we put it in the truck.
All right, so we're gonna go piss the girls off in there because they're printing out work order orders right now. Some ribbon cable, another cable, some zip ties, and some Velcro. What else we got in? Oh, dude, what the? Check out all the other stuff we got. Hey, we even got install instructions. Better than horn blasters. So let's pull the old Ford in here. Zach, do you want to work in the rain? No. Oh, okay. We'll pull the Ford into the warehouse right now, and then we'll just get cranking on this thing. I'm excited. I'm finally putting power to the Ford like we've never done that. Like I said, other than ripping the exhaust off, we haven't done anything even remotely performance-wise, and I don't even know if you consider that performance, but I felt the difference. You know, I gotta say, it is much nicer not having like the big old giant contraption. I'm also now a lot more nervous about tapping one of these mirrors coming in the door. Be gentle with her, okay? Look at that. So for everybody wondering, paint-wise, we did paint full underneath the hood. They went somewhat far into the engine bay, about as far as they can go without really yanking a bunch of stuff out. And what are we looking for, Zach? A computer. It's gotta be one of them. It's over here somewhere. In the corner. I'm gonna guess right in the corner. It looks like that thing right there covered in a bunch of white stuff. Is this tall enough? Should be. All right. You know, I used to think it was like hot tires coming in here that was peeling up the paint job on the floor here, but it's freaking raining. These tires are wet. They're not even warm to the touch, and they're just yanking off this crappy paint job they did before I moved in here. Oh, we got to go in from underneath?
We got to pull it back to get enough room to pull the computer out.
So while Zach's pulling that fender lining out, I want to give a special shout out to Martin and Big Lou over there for hooking me up with some alkylate water. You know, now we're fully stocked over at the warehouse. All right, very careful, Zach.
Yeah, I'm trying not to, man.
No paint coming off.
So, like legit sitting on the frame.
We just looked and I'm like, hey, Zach, there's a big old hole right here. He's like, oh, hey, you're missing your power steering cap. And apparently we found it.
Yeah, it's down in the
How does that happen? Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Oh, see it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Ow, it's hot. Ow, it's still hot. Hold on. Ow. All right, I got it. Got it.
One more out.
All right, hey. All right, let's put that bad boy back on and lock it in place. Oh, disconnect both batteries, very important. We're unplugging the harness down on the firewall.
And it's in the same spot on OBS's and all the way up to 03 since they quit making the 7.3.
We've got an awesome 4,000 point plug there.
And it just like legit goes from there to there and then into here and then it goes back to the motor.
So we unbolt the PCM from this side, but we pull it out from the other side. No, it comes out from this way. Oh, well, you know, that's why you're here, buddy.
The potting material is really hard to get on there, and if you do it, you'll put the chip in, think you're all good, go start truck doesn't start.
Cleaning it's
or
important.
Or you have it works, and then you hit a bump, and it quits working.
Sure it comes this way? Hey, let's go under the dash. So we got to pull the door sill out, so then pull out this panel. I think it's time for some new floor mats, maybe a little new carpet. A little wet there. Panel comes off. All right, we gotta take the brake off.
On it.
So I guess we gotta take the brake off because she's kind of lodged in there, which is good. It means it's never been removed from the truck, which hopefully means the truck's never been tuned, which is what I like to buy.
Oh, you got that little.
I got an electric one, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, we just throw that out. We don't even need that.
E-brake?
Yeah.
Need brakes.
Overrated. She's fighting us.
Oh yeah, she is.
We got this, buddy. Teamwork makes the dream work. That sounds promising. Boom, there she is. Woo! She's an oldie but a goodie.
Whoa. Don't put your PCMs in the drainage of the hood.
Yeah, forward. Now we gotta crack her open. I feel like the FBI over here. All right, what's inside the box? Whoa, very fancy. How many gigs we got on that bad boy?
3.
3 gigs.
3 of them.
How many ferrets?
All the ferrets.
All the ferrets.
Actually looks like it had something in it at one point.
Uh-oh. We've been hacked.
You have been hacked.
Think it was Russia?
Possibly.
It was Russia. We've been hacked. Why, did they already clean the grease off?
Cutanes, yeah.
Somebody already cleaned the dialectic grease? Mm-hmm. It's pretty good, huh?
It is.
Are you impressed? I got this stuff down. I might have just read it in the directions, but I got this stuff down.
Oh, definitely had something on it.
It had something on it? I've been lied to. My poor truck.
It's never been tuned.
Yeah, it's been tuned. Why would you pull the tuner off though, you know? Important, use the brass brush to clean the PCM J3 port first. Scratch off silicone with wooden handle, then scrub with brass bristles to remove any remaining silicone. But I gotta give them credit. Like, I'm glad they literally throw every little piece that you're gonna need in the kit. A lot of companies don't do that. They just expect you to have all the little cleaning stuff that you need, which most people probably do, but having that little extra help, especially if you like get this in the box and you're on the side of the road and you want to do it somewhere, even though you have to have a computer.
It's getting, hey, you messed up my computer because I cleaned it wrong.
Ooh.
So no, here's a brush. So this is so you can plug it in and then retune it without pulling this out.
I like that. Yeah, we want that. Even though I don't have a PC laptop, but I might one day. I might. I'm working for it, Zach. So we've got the Hydra chip with their little, what do they call that? Expansion port,
link, I guess?
plug-in.
Yeah.
What do they call it?
That's a printer cable. So.
Well, I got that, but what do they call it? I don't know. Whatever. This is to allow you to tune it from underneath the dash without ever pulling everything back out.
This little one, which is a straight, so it doesn't fit in the computer, so they give you the 90. That way it goes out the front. And
then we've got our ribbon cable here, which I'm assuming is tying the two together somehow.
So it ties this.
Oh, it ties this bad boy. It ties the switcher box. Oh, what's up, dog?
What's up, Wes?
Dog? What's up, dog? Damn, sick joggers, yo.
It's cold and wet out.
Yeah, I'm about to keep up with that 6'2".
Power hungry performance.
That's right. So we got the chip in there now. Now we're running the ribbon cable. Assembly is done. Now we need to go piss the girls off and come in the middle of their ordering and do some tuning on the computer. Do we need any of this stuff? This stuff looks important. I'm gonna bring this stuff to do now.
HydraHelp.com.
HydraHelp.com. All right, Hydra chips and information. Zach, I'm just gonna let you sit down. How about that?
Fine.
Gunner, do you mind if we let Zach sit down?
Hi, Gunner.
All right, he don't mind. All right, we need a cable.
This one.
Little USBs. So we've got what is this? Hydra's little tuner
there it
thingy.
is. Setting up a device.
Setting up a device. So we got a lot
There
of
it
blank.
is. It's all blank.
All blank.
All of it's blank.
So those are the 17 positions we get to. 15
With the
positions. So what are we gonna program?
So we go to tools.
go
Go
to
to box hex conversion, and then we go to the box code. Now the box code is this little code on here, and yes, they are different. If you go through this, it'll show you that it's a federal truck with single shot
nitrous
injectors that are way too small for the motor. So we'll go down to MME2 and VEAB20B is what we're gonna need. So you have legit the same F series automatic California split shot injectors. So it's kind of the right calibration.
All right, let's change setting number 1.
Search.
Oh, what do we need? Oh, this is how we get our factory setting, right?
So this is every tune that they offer for your hex code. So everything from 100 performance with modified valve body, which you don't have.
All right,
what do you want on this first one? Stock?
Yeah, let's put a stock tune on number 1. Number 2.
We have 25 horse towing, 40 towing, 65 daily, 65 towing, 80 daily, 80 performance, 80 towing.
That shit confusing, man. Just give them horsepowers.
I want all the horse torques.
Or do you want me to just load it so you have everything in it? Because it'll fit every single
I
one.
mean, yeah, there's
tunes.
essentially 15 things on there. Why don't we just put them all on there? Number 2, 25 horsepower towing tune. Number 3, 40 horsepower tow tune.
What's the difference between a 65 towing and a performance? Like
shift points. Changes the shift strategy of the trans.
All right,
so 6 is the 65 daily.
All right.
7 will be your 80.
80 horsepower daily driver. Now, what's the difference between a daily driver? Is that the shift points again?
Yeah, same thing. Performance, it holds a gear a little bit longer. Do you want a high idle?
Yeah, I want a high idle.
Okay, 1,000, 11, 1,200.
I don't know. You're the expert. What should I go?
We'll do 11.
1100.
Mine's
high
at
idle.
1,000, and I don't know if it really.
Dmaxryno uncomfortable over here.
That's how you gotta do. Oh yeah, see, you gotta do this to get the angles, bro. Had to get in here. Had to get you guys' face. Sorry, Zach, for putting my junk this close to you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, look to your left. And you'll
I don't want to.
Oh, look at that, dude. It doesn't get any better than that. Look at that. That's our whole list right there. All right. So we've got both cables now coming through to the inside of the truck. Now we're in the reassembly phase. Zach's getting the parking brake put back on. Now we're running the cabling up behind the dash. Now we're going to temporarily mount it right now. So we can run an Edge CTS too, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna have to do like the piggyback for like a boost. And I have that link thing.
Gotcha.
And you can piggyback sensors off of it because this computer doesn't watch any of that.
Yeah, otherwise your option is pillar gauges. I don't like pillar gauges. They're like right in your face. I know you can dim them, but I don't like having a bunch of like distracting lights up on this side. You know, I got to focus on my driving with. All right, I think we're in. Does that mean we can start it?
Where's the paper?
Woo! Starts up. Go to 10. All right, we're going to go to 10 is the high idle. Woo! Zach says I should keep it on like the 65 horsepower daily driving tune.
Because you can legit go from stock to the 65 horse. You can hear the injection pressure turn up. Like if you to drive it and leave your foot there and change tunes, you can feel the difference. A little more responsive.
She already sounds faster.
You guys don't know how excited I am to actually have some power on this truck. All right, so we're on the 65 horsepower tune. Oh my God, it's a whole new truck. We better put our seatbelt on for this one. Let's see what we're working with here. Let's roll down the windows a little bit so you guys can hear it. Oh, dude. Hopefully we don't end up breaking something on the truck. All right, let's go to 100 horse. Dang man, we got my new paint all dirty.
This thing throws some a little bit of roost with the one wheel that doesn't spin.
I gotta say guys, this is like insane power change. I mean, I know it doesn't show up on camera very well because the lights are pointed right at the camera, but it was whipping the entire back end around over there like it was nothing. I mean, I get it, it's wet out here, but for as old of a truck as it is, with as little power as these things come from, like tuned wise stock, for the $300 it costs to buy the Hydro Tune from PHP, I highly recommend it. Obviously, I'm not going to run it full power all the time because, again, I want to keep this thing to where I don't have to put a new engine in it anytime soon. But I would assume they're pretty safe tunes, and especially without having gauges, though, I want to make sure that like I can monitor everything.
After install kit. Oh, you want me to regear it?
Yeah.
Well, see, I'm gonna wait. If we ever do the 4-wheel drive swap, which obviously
we've been talking about straight axle doing Super Duty swap, which is an e-locker.
yeah. So at that point, we don't need to do that because we're gonna have new axles on the truck.
So Zach has his mounted onto his gauge pod right there, but that's a pretty clean little setup right there. Nice, good mounted. I don't know, we'll figure out something for my truck. So I gotta give a huge thank you to Zach. Thank you, buddy, for making that painless. A big thank you to Power Hungry Performance for sending out the Hydro Tuner. Thank you guys, I really do appreciate it. There will be a link down in the description if you guys would like to get one for yourself. Again, I highly recommend it.
The second I drove Zach's truck, I was sold on one. I knew I needed one.
There's 2 testimonials at least. I know that, I think they've been around forever, right?
They're not new to the game.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now that you do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like and get a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best.
Roll the outro.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.